Welcome to Santa Barbara City College Career Center's Ghitterman, and Feld presentation on their job and internship opportunities. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and introduce our Ghitterman, and Feld representative today, Kaylen Steele. So Kaylen, if you would like to go ahead and start your presentation, and we will then stop the recording when we go to the student Q&A.
Sounds great. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, welcome. My name is Kaylen Steele, and I am here with Ghitterman, and Feld on behalf of. We have a lot of fun things to cover today. So overview the typical things you would expect of what practice areas our law firm specializes in, history of our law firm, where our offices are located, mission and values, who's currently on board, what job duties, internships, or caseworker positions might entail, as well as how we do it. So technology, who we're looking for in an applicant, potential job openings now or in the future, and how to apply and questions and answer at the end. And I have my little disclaimer of, don't worry, we're fun. So should be a good time. So who do we help? This is our practice areas where we're starting as a law firm. We focus on the injured and disabled. So we've been doing that for a long time, as you'll find out in the next slide. But we help anybody in California who is injured or disabled, so unable to work or got hurt at work. That is our focus. So in legal terms, that would be workers' compensation. We also help with Social Security disability and disability retirement. It's a really rewarding field. I feel like, as far as if you think of law firms, there's a spectrum, and then there's us. And I feel like we are the closest law firm you can possibly get to a nonprofit. So we work on contingency fee, unlike other law firms who bill per hour, and you have to have money to be able to get help. We work with folks who may not have any money. So you only have to pay a lawyer if you actually get a benefit. So that's a great place to be as a law firm, to truly get to do the work out of the desire to see people helped who are unable to provide for their families, or want to work and want to get back to work, and helping them in that bridge or interim while they're trying to get back to work, or helping them if they're unable to work. A lot of times when they come to our firm or any firm, they don't know exactly what they're entitled to, and that's our job. So we as a law firm try to help educate on what their rights are, and that they have rights, what those benefits might be. There's plenty of misconceptions about who's eligible, why you're eligible, what even benefits you could get. Fun fact for you, did you know that if you, let's say you cut your arm off and you were a laborer, there's actually an educational voucher of, I believe it's $6,000 now, that could give you a laptop, or so a computer, and retraining. So if you need to learn a whole new industry because you can't do your job anymore, there's actually money out there. So not just the benefits you could get, but the ways to help you get back into the workforce. And it's a wonderful and rewarding field. So where do we come from? I'm excited to get to do the presentation today because in 1956, our founder was Alan Ghitterman, who happens to be my grandfather. So this is a family firm. You can see on my jacket, the first Ghitterman is my grandfather, Alan Ghitterman. Second Ghitterman is my uncle, Russell Ghitterman, and the Feld is my boss. So he keeps me in line. But a wonderful family firm. We've got family members, not just my own, and my mom as the CFO doing the books, but we've also got family members at other firms. We've got mother, son working with us. We've got cousins, we've got in-laws, we've got a dad, we've got kids sometimes will get jobs, and it's a wonderful group and environment of actual family, as well as the larger family of who all we work with. So we've been around a long time. As you can probably see, 1956 was quite a bit ago. So we've been in business for over 65 years, founded in Santa Barbara. Who are we? So if you haven't heard our name, hopefully you have, living in Santa Barbara or in the area, but we are also a prestigious law firm. We have, I think are we at 3 or 4? I think we're at 3 right now, hopefully going to be 4 soon, workers' compensation specialists. Only 5% of attorneys in all of the workers' compensation attorneys in all of California, only the top 5% our specialists. So actually receive that commendation, and we have 3 of them on staff. So definitely the best of the best, been practicing for years and years and years, and really know how to help injured workers. We've earned lots of awards, as you can see on the screen, and this is our current slate of partners. So our founder in the middle, who's no longer with us, and the 2 other partners on left and right, Russell Ghitterman and Ben Feld. Where are we going? So we do have a Santa Barbara office, and that's where you are probably most interested considering you're living there. But let's say you are going to graduate and you want to move back home, or you want to move somewhere else fun in California. We have lots of opportunities for that. So while we started with 1 lawyer in 1 city, we have grown to, at this point, over 35 people, I think, and we're about to open our 7th office. So we started in Santa Barbara. We opened in Santa Maria and Oxnard. We then opened an office somewhere in the last 10 years out in Bakersfield. And then within the last couple years, we opened one in Visalia and Fresno. And the one we're looking at now, we've already hired a staff member. We're just waiting to put them in a spot, is in Paso Robles. So lots of exciting opportunities to move around, see lots of people, and work in one large group. So we help injured workers throughout the Central Coast and Central Valley. As you can kind of see from that map, that's where we have our target market and who we can best assist, but we can help anyone throughout all of California. How will we get there? So we have a mission statement as core values, as I hope most companies do, but we really try to live by ours, as I hope other companies do as well. So our core values, so you can see on our website and in this picture here, is that we want to be champions for social justice. So in the courtroom, so some of that's pushing federal appeals, saying this is not right, and the way you're treating this person is not right, and we're going to keep going up and up and up and continue. We have cases that we've had for over 10 years saying this is not fair, and we are relentless to protect our clients' rights. You can see that in our mission statement. But also wanting to make sure that people who deserve rights can get it. And some of that may include harder to reach classes, or classes that don't even know that they have those rights. Excellent. So let me go back to champions and advocacy. They kind of go together, don't they? We are persistent advocates for our clients. So that means being involved in the community. You'll see it, our last slide, we do the Alzheimer's Walk, or we partner with the Blood Drive in Santa Barbara with Vitalent. And we are partnering with CCLS and some other legal aid organizations, CRLA and CAUSE, and opportunities in each of the communities to really get the word out to the communities what their rights are. So we've done several Facebook Lives, we've done educational seminars or series to try to help explain that you are entitled to be taken care of. So if you can't work and the insurance company is saying, I won't pay that, we're here to help and be that advocate. We are committed to professional excellence, as you can see with the specializations as well as all of those logos. We do try to be the best in our field, and that's from every level. And we have a group of people who are smart and sharp and know their stuff and continuously love to learn, which I'm assuming as students, hopefully you do as well. We make sure to talk with our clients to ensure they know their rights. As I mentioned, that education and advocacy piece. We also seek to exceed our clients' expectations and leave no stone unturned. Again, the 10 years on a case, that's not a typical law firm who would keep a case that long, to make sure that our clients are well taken care of. What would you do? So if you got, and I'm going to focus more on the internship here, but there could be potential positions later down the road. But as an intern, most of your work would be done over the computer. So, and I'll talk about that in the next slide. We're a tech savvy firm, which is fun. No more paper files. I think we've been paper free since 2011 in the rainforests. Appreciate that. But as far as what you do, it would be actual tangible trying a caseworker role. So obviously extremely scaffolded. So it's a learning experience. But it would be an opportunity to see what it looks like to move a case forward. What does that mean? What does client contact look like? What does it look like in court or in appearances? So as an intern, you would have the opportunity to actually shadow any of our attorneys, in any of their appearances that a judge allows. Some judges are a little bit more particular, but if you could, during a 3-month internship, you could see, oh man, I really want to see Russell in court, or wow, Jill seems like a powerhouse. I would love to see her in a doctor depot. Or I wonder what an initial client meeting is like. I want to see Jan do one of those. So you could actually pick which attorney, you could pick the appearance or experience that you want to shadow and get to sit in, which is a real private opportunity that not many people get outside of a law firm internship. On a day-to-day, you would be trying, as I said, the actual nuts and bolts that comprise a case. So you could actually attempt to file something with the court, obviously, again, with lots of help and showing you how to do that along the way. So we have a caseworker supervisor who would be in charge of that learning experience and showing you what it would look like, letting you try it, letting you feel what it would be like to be a caseworker or a lawyer one day if you wanted to go into this industry or are still considering that. How would you do it? So as I mentioned, we're pretty tech savvy. So we have not had papers floating around for quite a long time, and we use a plethora of technology resources to get there. So we use Zoom, which I'm doing right now, and we also use Slack, which is like internal messaging to communicate back and forth quick questions. So even if you might be in the Santa Barbara office, you might be chatting back and forth with somebody in the Bakersfield office or up in Santa Maria or down in Oxnard. We use Case, which is our database system. We use CIO Solutions, which is a virtual cloud, which means I could log in here on this computer, or I could log in on my iPad on an airplane, theoretically, and I could go into the database and do work and help move clients' cases forward and help them get benefits if I were in the legal field. I'm on the administration side. Case status, we actually have an app where we can text with clients. So we can schedule them for appointments that'll show up on their phone, and it will send them texts, and it can send them reminders, and it can show them where they are in their case. So it actually has a bar across the top that says, you're at stage 3 of stage 6. Here's what to expect. And it hyperlinks out to our website where they can watch videos and read blogs and really understand where they are, because it's a scary time and it's a long experience. This type of field is not quick moving. We call it glacier speed. So we do our best to help inform our clients as they wait for the courts to do their part. Gemini, where we get medical records, WebEx, how we use phones. So we have a phone software, so you don't even have to have a physical phone. You can pick up straight from your computer. So lots of technology that we use to do it. Who is going with you? So on this bus or boat, depending on how you want to look at it, we have the most amazing team I think I've ever worked with. So we have a fantastic group of people, and we have even more. We've had I think 11 new hires in the last 4 weeks. So, oh my, we're tired and exhausted and thrilled all at the same time. We just acquired a law firm last week. So again, huge thrilling to get to help extra clients. And once we really needed the help out in Bakersfield, to be able to apply those extra resources to them. So it's this plus a lot more of wonderful, smiling, kind, smart faces that you would get to see. But these are our team members. Or at least some of them. Who are you? So who are we looking for as applicants? The first thing we're looking for is somebody who is passionate about helping people. We're also looking for somebody who wants to consider law. So either knows they want to go to law school or is maybe wanting to go into law. It doesn't have to be law school. Maybe it's paralegal, maybe it's a receptionist, that's fine. But some form of actually wants to be in this industry is typically who we hire as interns. And is also bilingual. So about, let's just say half, I'm rounding up, of our clients are Spanish speakers, which makes sense if you think about the areas that we're in, as well as laborers are often Spanish speakers who need that extra assistance. Because if the employer treats them right, they don't even need a lawyer. They can just get the help they need. It's usually when they're not treated right that they have to come find an advocate. And then the last one is committed to our internal core values. We've already talked about external. Internal would be commitment to integrity, passion, and to support each other. So that's who we're looking for when we interview, is somebody who lines up with our core values, wants to help people, speak Spanish, and is considering law. This was actually a job ad we ran a couple years ago. Thought it would be fun to rehire or to reshare. So We are, I think, the best firm ever. What positions are currently open here? So right at the moment, we are looking for interns for summer. So that's who we're interviewing for. We already have a couple lined up, but I do think we still have an extra spot if someone else wants that. But we do internships every quarter. So if summer's not right for you, maybe it's fall, maybe it's winter, maybe it's spring, that's fine. It's on a rolling quarter basis. We do our internships in person at the Santa Barbara office. They're 3 months long for 10 hours a week. And hopefully a great learning experience. After that, if there is ever an opening, we may have part-time or full-time jobs open up. So if that's an interest for you, either after you graduate or even while you're going to school, that's a great in as an intern. So we've actually hired several of our interns. So we have, in fact, our caseworker supervisor started as an intern, moved to a floating caseworker, so like still learning the job, then moved to a caseworker and is now, as of a month ago, our caseworker supervisor. So lots of room for growth in our firm as well. And then how would you apply? You can learn more at our website. It's just Ghitterman.com, or you can send your resume to ggfadmin@Ghitterman.com. And here is my card right there. And last is some pictures of our fun teams. We like to get together every few months. So we grab everybody from all the offices and we go do fun things. Like you can see, we went on a boat, we had a retreat, we went to the beach, we did an Alzheimer's walk, we went to dinner, we had the Oscar Mayer Wiener come by and visit our office. We did a painting night, wine and what was it? Paint and sip, something like that. We had an online birthday party over Zoom, so lots of fun opportunities to get together. So that is us. And what questions do you have for me?